Hello and welcome to Sketch Genius. I'm going to give you a complete tour of the app and walk you through creating your first sketch video step by step. Now after you log into the app, you'll be taken to the home screen with the latest news. We want to click Create Video at the top to start the wizard. So here we're on step 1, choose video type. And here you can see all of the different sketch types that you can create in the app. For example, charcoal, black and white, chalkboard, crayon sketch, colored pencil drawing, blueprint, animated notebook. And when you hover, you get a little quick preview. Some of these have animations. You'll see a little page flip here at the end. Let's choose the crayon sketch. And we're on to step 2, choose template. See, there's 7 different styles of crayon drawing. The first is crayon no hand. This will be a full screen drawing without the hand. See, there's a little preview option. See what that looks like. Then we have different skin colors separated into female and male. Let's choose this male 1. Next step, choose voice or TTS, text to speech. You can see we're on text to speech by default. Let's take a quick look at the other options first. There's a ready-made voiceover. That's if this video template had come with its own audio track built in. This typically won't be the case. There's also record audio. This will let you record using the microphone on your PC, the voiceover that will be used in your video. You see there's a language option here. You'll need to choose which language you're recording in because it's going to do some speech-to-text transcription. You'll hit record and your browser will ask you for permission. Stop when you're done and play to hear what it sounds like. Similarly, speech-to-text lets you upload a file from your PC that's already been recorded, a WAV file or an MP3. So you can record it separately and add it into the app. Same way, you'll need to choose your language here. But let's go back to text to speech. This is going to generate a voiceover for you using your written script. You can see we have different languages. And within each of those languages, there's different voices. You can hit the play button next to the voice to hear what that voice sounds like. We can set the volume level of our voice. We can also adjust the speed and the pitch. Make it faster or slower, or higher or lower. Reset that back to the default. We also have an auto translate option. This way, if I were to come in and choose a German voice, if I were to paste in an English script, when I hit play,
Wenn Sie einen Zahnarzt brauchen, haben Sie wahrscheinlich.
You can see it's automatically translated that to German for us. Let's go back to English voice. Let's choose Matthew. So we have our script, our voice. Don't need auto translate anymore. So there's one other section over here, background. This is our background music. This can be used in combination with the other options as well. Let's enable this. See, there's built-in music tracks. We can hear what each one sounds like. We can also upload a file from our PC, add our own music. You can see there's a play combination option. This is to make sure that the background music doesn't overpower our voice. So we can play in combination.
If you're in need of a dentist, you probably have a lot of questions, such as, will my procedures hurt? Do you accept my insurance?
And make adjustments.
Or even, do you perform the advanced procedure?
Leave the background music off and proceed to the next step. Step 4, text position. You can see it's taken our script and has now split them up into individual slides. Generally, you won't need to do anything on this step, but you can make tweaks. For example, if we needed to move a couple of words, we want to move them to another slide, we could do that here. See, each slide has a maximum number of characters. Some slides are some room. See, the slide's almost full. If we want to make big changes, we're better off going back to the previous step and making them there in the script itself. Let's continue to the next step. Step 5, video settings. Now these can vary from template to template, but in general, you have a lot of the same options. Up on top, we have enable subtitles. If we check this, it's going to add subtitles to the bottom of your video. You can control the colors of those subtitles, the text the subtitle is going to be in, and the box around it. In general, the default should look nice, but you can adjust them to match the theme of your video. The next option is the custom background. This is the image that's going to be behind all of your slides. Like for this template, it's a sheet of paper, but it may be a chalkboard or lined notebook paper. Each template is going to come with a nice background image for you, but you could replace it yourself if you wanted to upload, say, some graph paper or some paper with wrinkles. You just hit upload and select a new file. The file option here is mute voiceover. We would enable this option if we only wanted the background music to play, but not have the audio voiceover. With this option, we'd probably want to use subtitles, but whatever style works for your video. So we'll turn that back off. We'll leave the subtitles on. Let's go to the next step. Step 6, create your video. Now in this step, you're going to set up all of the sketch images for each individual slide. It looks like there's a lot of stuff here, but it's pretty simple. Let's take it step by step. Let's start at the bottom here. This is our timeline of all of our slides. For example, we've currently selected scene 1. We can play the audio associated with the scene.
If you're in need of a dentist, you probably
See how long this scene is, 11 seconds. We get a little preview. You can see the hand we selected, and we can see our black and white captions here on the bottom. We can choose other scenes, and we can navigate from side to side. On the bottom, you can see a little snippet of the text on the slide. This is more useful when you don't have captions on. But up on top here, you can see the full text of the scene. We can't edit it here. We would have done that at the earlier step. We also see the total duration of our video. It's going to be a 31-second video. Now to the right here, we can set up the images for our slides. Now we have custom background. Now this is the same as in the previous step. This is setting the background for our slides, our paper or chalkboard. If you change this, it'll apply to all slides. But then we also have the sketch. Now this is the image that's going to appear on this currently selected slide. So let's hit upload. And we have a couple of options. First, we're in My Gallery. These are images that you uploaded into the app and used in your previous projects. You can sort them by the date. You can do a search. If you have a lot of images, we could choose one and hit select and add it. But if we don't have an image, we also have a built-in search in the app. So this first slide was talking about if they accept insurance. So let's go into Pixabay here and do a search for insurance. We can find a bunch of related images. Let's just stick with this first one here. Seems insurance related. We click on it. Now we could just hit select and be done, but we can also do some other things with it. We have a crop and edit button. This is the part of the image we would take. See, I can kind of resize it out, take more or less. We can lock the aspect ratio. Just make sure it grows uniformly. We can rotate it. We can zoom in or out. Let's just leave this image as it is. And let's try out the remove background option. Now this is something you're going to want to use a lot on your sketches, because we just want to get the main objects in our video. Because remember, we're drawing this, so you wouldn't necessarily draw the table here. You just want to draw these items. So if we hit remove background, it's now cut them out. So we just got the calculator and the paper and the pen. We'd select. We've now set our image for scene 1. Now there's another way to set images for our slides. We can use the AI Images button. Now what this is going to do is going to look at the text for the slide, what words it's used, what it's about, and try to find images that match. So we just hit AI Images. As you can see, it's keying off the word dentist here, giving us options. Now you see we have navigation buttons, so we can flip back and forth through different images it's found. We have the same crop and edit and remove background options, just like from the gallery window, which we could also just switch to, hit upload, jump into the gallery in case we couldn't find a good image here. Let's choose this one. Looks pretty good. And leave its background. See how that looks. You can see it here with those hand-drawn edges. Now we can clear this image. We have to reset another one. We also want to apply all. If we want to use the same image for every single slide, we can do that. You're going to need to make sure you set an image on every slide before you can proceed to rendering your video. Now, 2 last options I want to show you here, the add intro and add outro. So add a little intro scene, hit add intro, we enter the text, my first video, and then we give it an image. Use our logo here, select, and delete the image, hit save. Now it's inserted in an intro scene. You can see the intro has a big title across the top, and then it's going to draw our logo. See our image here. If we come back into it, we can adjust it, or we could remove it. Say we didn't want it. Also add an outro. Similar way, we can say visit our site for the first line. Enter in our domain and give it an image. Come here and a tooth image. Let's remove the background. Looks good. Select it. Save this. Slide to the end of our timeline. And you can see our image with our 2 lines of text. That's all done. We can proceed to the next and final step. Step 7, finalize video. We just enter in the name of our project. Choose a resolution. You can do 720p, 1080p. Normally you can just leave this at the default here. Create video. And we're automatically taken to the My Videos tab here. Here we can see all of our videos that we've already created. Here's the new one that I just made. See, it's getting ready at 0%, and as it starts rendering, you will see the progress bar move. Here's some videos that are already finished. See, I can play it.
If you're in need of a dentist, you probably...
I can download it to my computer. I can edit it. Now this will jump back into the wizard, and I can make adjustments to the pictures or the script, make changes. I can't change the video type itself. This is going to edit the existing video and replace the previous. Whereas if I hit clone, it will instead make a copy and I'll edit that. I'll have a second video when I'm done. Then finally, there's an option to delete your video. The next tab here, My Purchases. This shows which upgrades that you own, in this case, Elite and Commercial. Hitting the Access button will go to the Members page. We can get more specific tutorials and downloads, things associated with just that upgrade. And then there's the Info button. We can go to a purchase page to learn more and buy the upgrades. Also up in the bar, we have a link to the support page, the tutorials page, which is where you're at now. And here's our name. Clicking here, we can get into our account or we can log out. Under my account, I can update my name, my phone number, and change my password by entering my current password and my new password. And that's it. Thanks for taking a tour of the app with me.